No, I mean, yeah, I just feel like, we're like most every team. We're going to be better when our offensive possessions, when the ball hits the paint. We had a great first quarter where the ball moved and went side to side, but we were inside out. We created a lot of good shots for people. And then, as it happens sometimes when the ball's going in the basket, we just stop doing it. I think I took a timeout. I told them I think we went 7 possessions where not once did the ball pass more than once, and I don't think it hit the paint other than, we had a play where we tried to score over Lopez, which is not going to be a wise decision. So I think we went from I want to say 11 up to 4 down in 7 possessions because, we weren't taking good shots and then they were running down the other way and scoring. So you got to know what's working and you got to stay with it, and that's what we didn't do.
Kind of quick follow-up, just kind of on the rotation side. I know Brandon got some early fouls when Nick got in, had to leave. Was that kind of by design, going back to the rotation side? Was that
No, no, no. That was just foul trouble and injuries. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on what you guys got from Miles?
I thought he did great. I mean, he brought a lot of energy to the floor. He not really. I mean, obviously he scored. He rebounded. He played. Really, really well. It's not easy to do, having not played for that long of a time. And he was ready and also really poised and into the game plan. And I thought he did a great job.
You mentioned, trying to, I guess you could call it, a little bit more deep, trying to do it more inside out. How do you drill the guys, make sure they do that a little bit more
Well, right now in the NBA going into this game, we're first. No team hits the paint more than we do. Nobody. We're first in paints in the point. I believe. I know we're first in paints in the points in the paint, and I believe we're first in the ball hitting the paint. Now, our problem is when the ball doesn't hit the paint, we don't have one-on-one guys. So, we're really, really bad. And that's what happened tonight. Again, when the ball stopped moving and stopped going so we were inside out, that's when we stopped scoring. But, we do spend a lot of time on that, obviously. I don't think there's any bigger part of offensive basketball than penetration. If you look at the numbers every year, it bears that out. With a team like ours where we have enough talent, but you got to be inside out with a roster like ours. You have to. And, that cost us tonight.
Steve, yesterday you mentioned that you were going to wait till today to figure out how much you would play Miles. 33 minutes, I think, is what he got tonight. So is that kind of a little surprising to you that he was able to go that long and play as well as he did tonight?
Yeah, it's impressive for sure. I didn't mean to play him that much. We got, obviously, with a Nick injury, we got messed up, and then Brandon's foul trouble. I was going to try, because of back-to-back, to keep him around 28. But, he looked good, and, he didn't seem to be overly fatigued, So we'll see how he feels tomorrow.
And then with him, is there any certain rotations or any guys that you want him to be on the floor with in his first few games to get him integrated, or is there?
Well, I think we got to, obviously that's all got to be worked out, you know what I mean? So that, how you sub is everything. Finding the right people to be on the floor with the other right people is, once you start the season, it's almost what you spend all your time on. So I think he plays in a manner where he's easy to play with. Plus, when you make out lineups, because he plays at both ends of the floor, you're not covering for him or make sure you don't have another, poor defender out there or anything like that. So he actually makes decisions like that pretty easy.
with Vic, obviously, concussion, what's it like kind of seeing him do that right now? Just, got that little split together, keep that little concussion.
Yeah, I just saw him go down. You could tell, he didn't get up. I could tell he got hit hard. Hopefully, he came back in and played and thought he was okay, and then at halftime, he didn't feel good. So, hopefully we'll get good news tomorrow.
Coach, you mentioned defense. You also guarded guards for a good period of time. Can you talk about how he helps you not only
Oh, for sure. I mean, listen, he brings energy. He's very positive with his teammates on the floor. He's got toughness. You know, he's a very good competitor. And those are all like intangible type things that you need, as many guys like that as possible. So I don't think there's a phase of the game where he doesn't help the team.